I'd like to welcome everybody to the King of the Hill podcast, season 3, 4, 5, not sure, but we're going to have a great one for you guys today. For you guys that don't know, we're actually located here in Orlando, Florida, and we're actually in the middle of a hurricane, Hurricane Milton, for those that don't know what's going on. But Florida is kind of crazy right now. And for today's video, we're actually going to be calling survivors here in Florida, kind of see what's going on, you know, what they got for rations. Like, I don't know. I mean, we're just going to see what's going on here in the Sunshine State. Now, for all those that are in Colorado, Washington, we're going to see what's going on, what our Florida people are doing to survive. So we're going to get our first person to call here, first person calling in, and we can kind of go and see what's going on with her. So 1 second, y'all.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on? This is Steve from King of the Hill podcast. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, we got a couple of questions for you. So, really appreciate it. I know you're located here in Orlando, Florida. What's really going on here in the Sunshine State? Because I know a lot of us, you know, are just crazy with this storm, running, crying. You know, I'm looking out my window now and just, I don't know, it's just black at the top, gray at the bottom. How are you surviving right now in Florida? Any advice for those that are just getting awakened for this storm?
I mean, right now it's really dark outside. Like, you can't even see. It's so black, but we got a lake out in the back, so we're just watching it to see if it floods. To survive, I mean, there's just Florida instinct. Run away from the gators. All you gotta do.
Don't run from a gator. So you said there's a retention pond in your backyard. So if that, let's say that retention pond floods over, right? What's going on? Like, do you guys have sandbags? Do you guys have extra water? What's like the game plan there?
We do not have sandbags. We are very unprepared. So we're very Florida people. We just ride the waves. That's what we do.
So you're telling me right now, right? If the retention, like they're talking about in this storm, they're talking about 8 to 10 feet of rain, right? So if your retention pond floods over, right, all the homes again, you know, ankle length in water, you guys got no sandbags to protect yourself, nothing?
Nope. We ran away. We ran away.
So what is it about Florida that, you know, we have like this sense of like just strength when it comes to hurricanes? What do you think it is about Floridians that we're just not afraid of hurricanes?
It's probably the weather people. I think they're not doing their job correctly. They don't tell us exactly. I mean, they do to the best of their ability, but their best kind of sucks because, I mean, you should be able to predict if it's actually going to come through here or not. So a lot of times they tell us, yo, it's going to come. Everybody over prepares, and then nothing comes. So you wasted all this money for what?
I mean,
and really, it's just a lot of heavy rain.
So you're saying you've never actually been in like a bad hurricane?
No, we have. I'm not going to lie to you. We have. It's just at this point, I'm in it for the adventure.
Yo, see, this is the thing about Floridians, man. We never take anything seriously. And it's like,
no, really don't.
And it's like once a Charlie comes through, right, and we're out of power for 2 weeks, the people like you that got your beers and nothing going on, y'all going to be the ones looking crazy. Y'all flooded in.
Yeah. I mean, my mother came back down here. She drove from Oviedo down to Orlando while they were having that tornado watch. She was driving in like the middle of the 100-mile winds, and I'm like, "Are you crazy?" And it is what it is.
Yeah, like, and it's funny because I was, you got those Amber Alerts too, right? Where it's like the tornadoes.
Yeah. I mean, that's new for us. I mean, we really don't get tornadoes like that, but...
So you're telling me right now, everybody on the news, Category 5, the worst hurricane of this generation, right? You got people running, crying, stealing water bottles, right? I had a friend online right now that had his car broke into. I'm on the Nextdoor app. Somebody stole this guy's propane tanks, right? Everything is going on in the economy in the world right now. And you hear all this stuff and you're just like, hey, I'm a Floridian.
Yeah, we in Florida. That's how we do. That's how we do.
So I guess my last question for you is like, okay, let's say for example, right? All the power goes out for 2 weeks. Like, what's the game plan? What are we thinking? What's going on?
I'm a house hop. I'm gonna go to whoever has power. I know a lot of people. That's why you need to know people. When you know people, you can have communication. You can just drive around town. I did this for Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
And just driving around, helping people out where you can. I was literally in the middle of a storm surge in Ian, and I'm like waist deep in water, just helping people pull out their cars just for no reason. Like, it was just, it is what it is. But you find people who have, people over here do help out a lot. So you got schools who help out with food and shelter. You got a lot of places that would have power, fire stations, stuff like that. It's not like we don't have help.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for South Florida, because to get out of South Florida is a long drive. Very, very long. And I know the highway's going to be packed, gas empty. A lot of gas stations are empty right now. That's the one thing I do prepare on is gas. The number one thing. Other than that, though, I don't know. You in Florida, you just ride the wave. That's what we do. We ride the wave.
This is what we do. We ride the wave. I guess the last question, right? You know, for those people listening that are from different states, right? Have you ever seen an actual alligator in Florida? Like, have you seen one? Like, what's your experiences with alligators, crocodile? I mean, I don't know if there's crocs here, but what's your experience with alligators? Because a lot of people that are, you know, in these different states, they hear about alligators and like they don't even want to touch Florida, right? So what's your experience with alligators?
I think they're cool. Just stay far away. They are pretty fast. They're really fast. So you got to run in a zigzag. That's what they teach you in kindergarten. Run in zigzags. That's it. They can catch you like that. But then again, we are in Florida. You could also, I mean, if you carry, I mean, I know you're on YouTube. I can't really say the word, but if you carry, that's another option.
Yo, what? Yo,
gator for dinner.
Y'all about to be making gator meat out here? All right, yeah. All right, y'all tripping now.
It's like chicken.
Yo, what? It tastes like chicken. Oh my gosh, Floridians. I mean, I'm a Floridian too, but I'm not shooting no gators and making no gator meat. It tastes like chicken.
Gator meat is probably top quality. I would really, really like to catch a gator, eat some gator meat.
You over there, you go put it on your Thanksgiving meal. You put it right next to the turkey, and you got all your Thanksgiving meat right there.
Yeah, just like, thanks to Hurricane Milton, we got 2 delicacies today.
All right, well, I appreciate you joining in the call. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Bye. This is the thing, right? With these Floridians in this hurricane stuff, right? Nobody seems to care, right? And today I gotta find someone that actually cares, that's preparing. Like, hopefully everybody I called today isn't just like, oh, you know, hurricane's coming, oh my gosh. But hopefully we actually can find somebody that's actually, I guess, afraid of the hurricane, you could say. Because right now, the first caller, they don't really seem to care too much. But let's get our next caller in here. Hopefully I don't hit no blanks with y'all. Y'all should be ready to answer y'all phones. Yo, welcome to King of the Hill podcast.
I ain't talking chat. I'm trying to answer my phone.
No, you good. Appreciate you joining the show. I do have a couple questions, right? We just got off the phone with our last caller, and like they just didn't seem to really see the urgency of like preparing for the hurricane, things like that. All right. What preparation do you got going on? Are you afraid of the hurricane? Give our users some feedback.
Okay, so me, I don't know. You know, being in Florida and being in Orlando, we don't take it seriously. And so, it's just to be like, we see the rain and, the wind is heavy, but, if it really hasn't impacted me in a certain way that much. So, all we usually do is party and drink and whatnot, stay inside during a hurricane. We might even go outside.
So you're hosting a hurricane party is what you're saying.
Basically, that's how it usually is. But for this one, though, I will be deploying to Miami because I have to be there doing the hurricane watch because some security officers have to be there, and when I have to be there, they volunteer to go there and do a hurricane watch. So I'll be actually leaving Orlando to go to Miami soon.
So
for that.
This is crazy. So you're only really taking some guard because you got to work through the hurricane. But if it wasn't for that, you're saying that you would just be drinking, partying, and just so you don't got no sandbags, no nothing.
No.
Wait, I don't understand.
No.
I don't understand. You got water, you got rations, like you just hey.
I said we have water and everything. We have a snack to make food. Until the lights go out, we kind of start taking it serious. But as long as the lights are on, we can be together. Then
So you gotta think about this. Think about this, right?
Like vacation.
It's a vacation. So this is just PTO to you, right? You just got a day off from work. Everybody can chill. Hurricane party, right? And y'all just not worried. No sandbags. You got your little bit of water. Like my thing is, are you planning for the worst, right? What if you wake up tomorrow, no power for 2 weeks? What's the game plan then?
We'll just have to wake up tomorrow and see.
What is with this Floridian? What is going on?
I know, seriously. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe we should be ready, but you can never be too prepared.
So okay, hold on. So let's say there's like a massive grid outage. No power for a month, right? Do you know how to make a fire? Like what's like are you just gonna flee the state? Like what's going on?
I mean, we're gonna try to figure it out. But because the thing is, I don't know, it might be no outage, but if we can still go outside, try to find help, then
shout for help, bro.
Something happens, we're gonna figure it out. That's it,
bro.
We're not ready for it, but we're ready for it in a certain way. Mindset wise.
Yo, what the heck? You gotta understand this, right? If everything goes back crazy, right? It's every man for himself, right? I'm taking care of my family. I know you're and your family gonna take care of yours, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the things we gotta prepare for, right? But I guess it almost seems as if for people that I'm calling, it's just like, oh well, I haven't seen anything too bad yet, so I'm just chilling. I'm just partying. This is PTO because I haven't seen anything that's too bad yet for me to be scared of a hurricane.
Right. I mean, that's basically what's going on here. I'm just really looking, and I'm like, I could have been at work right now. Right?
So when you hear Category 5, when you hear whole Tampa evacuating, when you hear 15 foot of water, right? You're probably not even over 6 foot, right? And you're talking 15 foot of water, and you hear that, and you're just like, hey, you know what, man? We Floridians, like we good.
Yeah, no, that's what I think too. I'm like, I can climb though. I might not be 6 foot tall, but I can climb. I'm gonna get some safety.
He said, I can just go stand on top of a chair and I won't be under the water. Florida's below sea level, right?
That's what I've been told, but then, we live in Orlando, which, I mean, the thing is I've never seen it flooded before like anything too crazy, like Tampa and Miami area.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, hey, we're over here, we just chilling, looking out the window. So just in case we peek out the window just a few times just to make sure we're good still. And so
just looking out the window, just all right. If it gets too bad, maybe we start preparing. But I seen this meme on Facebook, and this I think this lady was just standing outside, looking outside, just waiting for the hurricane. It's like we just waiting for this thing to come attack us, like no preparation, like all our defenses down, like.
Oh man, Jesus! But hey, all I know is right now I see lights. The wind isn't too bad. I'm actually in the car right now. So,
I know you got the Amber Alert about those tornadoes.
She haven't gotten any. That's crazy. I feel like my phone doesn't care about me. So,
man, you probably knowing you and how you thinking about this hurricane, you probably blocked the Amber Alerts. I didn't even think that was possible today. Like everybody in the country got that Amber Alert.
No, seriously, I haven't gotten any. That's the crazy part. I'm like, what's going on? Maybe I have gotten it. I was probably sleeping through it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta catch up with sleep.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right.
I would say, go ahead.
You said what you gonna say?
Yeah, I would say for like houses, yeah, you guys might need sandbags, especially, if there's sewers around that. I mean, especially if there's no drainage, like a sewer around where the water is gonna like go up a level, then yeah, but get those sandbags.
Get those sandbags.
I know.
Oh man, we really appreciate you jumping on the show. I guess good luck out there in Hurricane Milton. Category 5 might be one of the worst that this state has seen. But it looks like I need to go to your party. So where do you invite?
I'm hoping.
Where do you invite?
You said what?
Where do you invite to the hurricane party?
Well, no, we want people to stay safe. So if you're in the area, you hear the party, you come in. Well, we don't just invite people to be hurt. Now it's on our conscience. We can't do that. I'll just decide. I really hope people are like safe out there.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be going out there to Miami just to make sure I can help any way I can.
Yeah.
Even though it's gonna be work. It's gonna be a hard thing, but still,
Yeah. Yeah, you're like it's like you're like a first responder almost.
Basically. So, I'll be out there. I'll do a little vlog. So we'll see.
All right, I appreciate your service. So hopefully we can have you back on, and then you can give us your horror stories of you grabbing children out of trees and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully I'll go to that.
All right, we appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you.
All right, thank you for having me on.
All righty, buddy. All right, so at least okay. She wanted to, she was chilling, same as the other guests, but she's at least a first responder, right? So if things do get crazy, she's gonna be out there, in everything, protecting everybody. All right, so let's go and get our next caller here. Let's see. Let me make sure my camera's still running. I don't know why this thing got dark. Hold on one sec. Man, thing's tripping, bro. It's almost like the hurricane took out my monitor. Like, what is going on? All right, let's call our next guest here.
Hello?
What's going on? I'd like to welcome you to the King of the Hill podcast.
Oh, my God. It's almost 7:30.
Almost. We're a little early. Our last person was like a first responder, and they had to like kind of go to Miami or something to help some kids out of trees. So glad to have you on the podcast.
Wait, say it again?
I said our last person, right? They were like a first responder, so they had to go to Miami, save people from trees, head out in a bit. So we are running a little bit fast on schedule. So we do appreciate you joining the podcast.
Of course. This is super fun.
So I have a question, right? You know, our last couple of people, you know, we're asking them about the hurricane, Milton, right? We're asking about the preparation, like, hey, what are you doing to, you know, feed your family, everything like that. Everybody's just like chilling, right? Everybody's like, oh, you know, I'm just chilling. You know, I'm not too scared of the hurricane, right? What do you think, right? What is going on? Like, are you taking preparation? Are you getting sandbags? Like, what's going on? Help us out.
Listen, Steven, I wish I was chilling because it's been raining all day. The roofs are leaking. We have to get buckets. We're trying to keep our rooms from getting soiled by the rain.
Oh my
so we're
gosh.
like prepping, but we are a little nervous about the roof. So we're kind of chilling, but kind of on edge because we're like, okay, hopefully the roof holds up. It's just been leaking everywhere, to be honest.
You got a roof leaking?
Yes.
So
it's like everywhere.
So my question is, right, when stuff like this happens, right, who do you call, right? Are people going to come right now to save you in Florida, or are you on your own?
I think at the moment we're on our own because they initiated a curfew. I think they're waiting for like immediate danger, like flooding. So I feel like if we're having any like house issues, no one's coming, to be honest. Like we're kind of all on our own. They're saving all the real emergencies for when people like start floating away and flash flooding and all that craziness.
Floating away. So I guess
if they're floating away, they don't care.
So how is the preparation, right? You know, obviously, I feel like here in Florida, we didn't know about this hurricane until about 2 days ago, right? So how is your preparation? You got food, you got sandbags, you got water, or like what's going on?
Oh, we're very much prepared. All the shutters are put up on our windows.
Okay.
We have all water. We have food prepped up for at least a good week,
Ooh.
you know, just in case. But too bad for our neighbor, though. Our neighbor, he's still trying to, it was raining outside. He was still trying to figure out his shutters.
Y'all ain't help this man out?
Listen, it was raining.
Yo, what the heck?
It was raining. The roof's leaking. We couldn't help him.
So if a plywood board flies through this guy's window and y'all watch this happen, y'all could have helped this man. Like, what's going on?
Listen. We had a leaking roof. We had things we had to worry about. If he had 2 days to prepare. Some people thought this was a joke. If you're not ready, you're not ready.
What?
You can't wait till it starts raining. It was raining, windy, lightning, and he's trying to put up shutters. It's too late.
He said it's too late. Was it an older guy? Like, was it like an elderly? Just like
no. He's
come on, man. Like
30s.
Okay,
30s, young man, just underestimating the storm. We tried to tell him because he was watching us put up our shutters.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
So how are the grocery stores looking? How are the Walmarts looking? How are the streets looking? I mean, where are you in Florida right now?
So right now we're in Vero Beach. Everything is empty. All the yogurts are gone, all the donuts, all the chips, but the vegetables are still there.
Oh my god.
The vegetables are still intact. All the water, all the soda, all the Fanta's gone. Even ginger ale. Even the ginger ale.
Bro, I went to Dollar Tree, right, like yesterday, and I seen 3 last ginger ales, right? I had all 3 in my cart. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a good person for this storm. And I only took 1.
You're a good person because some people took like 4 liters of stuff.
Bro, that ginger ale hit different. It's like, I don't know what it is about ginger ale, but it just hit different.
That's true. There's no toilet paper. Apparently there's like a diarrhea influx. I guess everyone's afraid.
Oh my
There's no toilet paper.
The thing is, I never really understood the toilet paper thing. Like even through COVID, like, I don't know, like you can, I mean, it's kind of graphic, but like you can use the restroom and then like you can, no, hear me out. And then you can like take a shower, right? And like you'd be good. I mean, I don't know.
That is gross, Steven.
No, I know that's kind of, I mean, I put the disclaimer out there, but I'm just saying, right? Let me not even go down this rabbit hole. Let me stop. But I just want to say I never understood it. That's all I want to say.
I don't understand either, because let's say there's like a flooding in the house, all the toilet paper is going to be soiled. What a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's no point in grabbing like 50 rolls of toilet paper, because even if you're in trouble, it's all going to get soiled. It's all going to be floating away somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's no gas. So, honestly, I don't even know how I'm going to get back, because there's no gas. Whatever I got in my car is whatever I got in my car.
You saw the Facebook post where people were like I think they're on I-95 and people are just stopping on the side of the road. They ran out of gas because the traffic was so bad.
Yep, because especially after the storm, everyone's going to be coming back. I'm going to wait like a good 24 hours because whatever we got is whatever we got.
Oh my gosh. So my question is, what's your worst case scenario, right? What's your worst case scenario? Because in your mind right now, what's your worst case scenario?
I think right now we're thinking the roof collapsing. That's like the worst case scenario. I think
collapsing?
Or running out of juice. One of the two.
You guys got a generator or solar, or what do you guys have?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But, I mean, but the thing is, we electricity. It's fine. We have our phones. We have flashlights. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I feel like as long as we got juice and a roof, we're cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like I got my phone. My phone's working, right?
Charged up.
Phone's charged up. But this is the thing, right? Let's say, right, let's say this is the craziest hurricane since Charlie, right? No power for 2 weeks, right? No AC. Your phone's looking like it's gonna die, right? What's the plan then, right? What's going on?
So this actually happened last year. We had no power, no AC. I remember this last year because I remember we had neighbors like charging their phones in their cars because they had no electricity. Mm-hmm. So I think it was similar to last year. I think like, let's say we lose electricity, our phones are dying. I can realistically just charge it in my car. Realistically, but I remember we didn't have AC for about 2 months. It took them a really long time.
2 months.
Yeah, we were living in the heat for about 2 months, and it was like 90 degrees all the time.
Goodness. In Florida?
It was bad.
Bro,
But some people were worse. They didn't have electricity for a long time either. We had electricity. We were lucky. But our neighbor, she had no electricity. And I remember she was like crying every single day to the leasing office that she can't charge her phone. She has to charge her phone in her car. She can't cook or do anything. So some people have it worse than others. That's
true. Like, I think I literally got a text where somebody, they just lost their power. And I'm just like, yo, a hurricane isn't even here yet. Like,
it's like, at that point, it's not even the hurricane. What's up?
Like, what's with your house? What's with your electrical? Like, what's going on? You can't take 10 miles an hour of wind? Like what are we doing?
This is funny. At that point, it's not even a hurricane. What's going on?
So this ain't even a hurricane. This ain't even the start of it. And you already sweating bullets in your house. See, man, I be trying to tell y'all better be preparing.
Mm-hmm. No, we have the AC turned down, so in case we lose power, at least it's cool for a little bit.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm genuinely liking it. This is probably the most prepared family I've got on the phone with about the hurricane. Because even me,
we know.
Yeah, because even me, right? I got my propane, I got my sandbags. I didn't do the shutter stuff. I'm not putting no holes in my house for no shutters. But that's for extra people. You got that old 1960 home. You just put nails in your wall. I'm not doing all that, right? But I got my food stocked up. I got my frozen food. I got my my grill if I need a grill. The only thing I don't have is I don't have solar or a generator. So I'm going off faith. If the power go out, then, we're going to figure it out. Right. But I feel like for the most part, I'm going to be fed. I feel like for me, like as long as I'm fed, then I'm good. Right. I got like this battery powered fan that, I'm not sweating bullets. So I don't know. That's all I really cared about. I ain't doing all that generator stuff. So.
That's true, but I mean, generators like last resort because you don't want to use it too early, and then like let's say you don't have power for like the whole rest of the week, then it burns out.
Yeah,
so,
that things be so loud too, bro. You know how loud they be like. I'm like, yo, man, screw this thing, bro. Like,
it's like a last resort,
bro. It's resort, bro. I think they charge for like regular gasoline or something. I don't know, man. It's just the whole thing is just a mess. The whole generator thing's a mess. I think the people,
But I'll say,
the people with solar are probably the best ones off right now because I feel like I'm pretty sure once the power goes out, like they're still on the grid, right? So I feel like they'd be good. But the rest of us, us regular people, we're done.
we're cooked.
We're cooked. We're cooked.
But the thing is, I feel like they're really underestimating. Like they're saying it's going to be a category 3. That's why we're so overprepared because I feel like it's going to be way worse than they're saying it is. Like they're just hiding way too much.
You can't even you can't already even trust the government, right? Like how you gonna like they see these hurricanes out months in advance. They tell us 2 days ago, right? It's already like they set us up for failure, right? And then at the same time, they change the category every day, 4 or 5, 4 or 5. Then they're like, oh, but we don't know like what it's gonna hit us at. We don't know. I'm just like, bro, like, does anybody know what's going on up there? Like, I don't know, man. I'm
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
Last year, it was pretty easy, but apparently this year the hurricane's man-made.
Yeah,
it's apparently a part of Project Phoenix that they're testing out a Category 5 for Tampa.
Project Phoenix. Wait, what?
You have to do the research, honey, because apparently Project Phoenix is identical to the hurricane because Project Phoenix was basically like seeing like if Tampa Bay could withstand a Category 5 hurricane because they feel like they've been like the government has been controlling the weather for like a long time now, since like the 1960s, they said.
What?
So Project Phoenix, like the blueprint, if you look at it, it's very like the past is very similar to this hurricane, to Hurricane Milton.
Yo, I'm looking at this right now. Bro, where you find all these conspiracy theories at?
So they think that this hurricane is like it's basically man-made, and they're acting like they don't know what's going on. That it's going to be a Category 3. I don't know, Category 5. It's going to be a Category 5. If it's not, we'll see about that. But I think it's going to hit us a Category 5. But they're acting like they don't know what's going on.
So then my question is, like, if you believe in this Project Phoenix, I'm looking at it on my phone right now, 2.0, the recovery, right? Mm-hmm. What's the goal here? Like, why are you just throwing hurricanes on people? Like, what are they trying to accomplish is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like, because remember, like they said, like the government has been controlling the weather since the 1960s. So I feel like the main point of this project is to see like how much, I guess, the city could withstand a Category 5. Because realistically, we've never been hit like full force Category 5. So, you know, the government's constantly testing things like testing bugs, testing, even with like the love bugs, though that was created by FIU. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
The government's constantly testing things. So I think it's just like one of those weird, like, hey, let's see what happens if Florida has 2 days to prepare for a Category 5. Maybe even testing the government,
Ooh.
you know, to see if they can, especially with Ron DeSantis, you know, most people don't like him anyways, you know, maybe like seeing how Tampa Bay could withstand a Category 5.
So,
because
go ahead.
Because they could have picked any particular city, but Tampa Bay has always been in the path of a hurricane, but it's never been directly hit. Mm-hmm. This is the first time where Tampa Bay has been directly hit by a Category 5. Like, I'm not saying I believe it, but hey, it's pretty similar.
Yeah. That's crazy. So do you believe in global warming then? Like, you know, the environment getting bad and all that, or is that a bunch of nonsense and everything is just government?
To some degree, I do, because the weather has gotten worse. Every Christmas, it's super hot now. I remember it used to be like super cold every Christmas. Mm-hmm. Now it's like blazing hot outside. And I'm like, every year, like the cold weather kind of like, it gets shorter and shorter. Like it usually lasts up until like February, but now it's like, it kind of starts getting cold towards like January now. It used to get cold in December, but now it's like, it's taking longer for it to get cold.
That is true. Because I remember growing up as a kid, like there'd be days where it'd be so cold that like you couldn't even go outside in Florida, right?
Exactly.
It never snowed or anything, but it was just so cold. Like as a kid, I don't know, maybe it's just because I was a smaller human being and I just didn't, I don't know. Maybe I was just less warm, but I just remember it being so cold as a kid. But I feel like now as an adult, it's like, it's hardly ever cold. Yeah, it's never cold.
Even this year, because we had to get our matching pajama set, and I had to take it off because it was hot. That's the point of matching PJs and the whole vibe. The vibe's ruined because the vibe starts in January.
Yeah,
it's not cold in December anymore. So to some degree, hey, people can argue, but
he said
the facts don't lie.
He said facts don't lie.
But hey, the weather's being controlled, so they say. So we'll see.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. For all you guys listening right now, Project Phoenix 2.0. That's what you guys really need to look out to, because y'all need to do some research on this. Y'all need to look into this, because if the government is really controlling the weather, right? I don't know, man. It's just like I'm reading.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do. This is crazy.
They're controlling the food. They got planes that can fly into hurricanes. Like, what in the world?
Yeah. I seen some guy like going into the hurricane. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like, y'all bored? This dude's flying headfirst into a hurricane. I'm like, oh my
and to think, for what purpose? Like, for what purpose?
It's like
to control the weather, bro.
so you think they're just like going in there, setting off bombs to get stronger, and then they fly? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You just put me onto this, but oh my gosh.
Telling you, Phoenix 2.0, look it up.
Phoenix 2.0. It's funny because I almost was raised in Tampa. My mom, she told me this morning, she visited Tampa to kind of see if this were something she wanted to move, and she thought it was ghetto. And then she came to Orlando, and she said, oh, this is nice, so I'll raise my kids in Orlando. But we almost was raised in Tampa. So if I would have been, cooked, bro. Completely cooked.
Have you heard about Lieutenant Dan? Lieutenant Dan and his little boat in Tampa?
Who? Oh, yeah. I heard about that guy. He's like hiding underneath a tarp or something. I don't know what this dude's doing. But he's like underneath a tarp in the middle of the Atlantic. Oh, I'm going to go through the hurricane. I'm like, oh my gosh. Is he
in his boat.
Is he a Floridian or what is he?
He is a Floridian, yes. But he's in Tampa Bay. And they keep telling him to leave, but he's tied his boat to like one of the Tampa buildings, and he's like, "I'm going to ride this out with Tampa." And everyone's like, "Listen, you're going to die. So can you just like spare us the heartache and just go back inside?" And people were even online were offering to pay for like a hotel for him, and he is not leaving.
But you got to think about it. Think about it too. He might know something, right? Because why? Because you gotta think about it. Why they want everybody to evacuate, right? Like, what are they doing to the cities? Like, if you're already talking about Project Phoenix and all this stuff, right? Maybe he's gonna be there, and he's seeing the bomb set off, and maybe he's gonna take photos for us to stop what's going on with the government. You never know. He might know something.
That's true, because every time they say evacuate, everyone leaves, or even for COVID, stay inside. Everyone stays inside.
Mm-hmm. But what they doing?
He's trying to go against. He's trying to see how strong the storm really is, because Tampa's already having like 6-foot surges. The storm's not even here yet.
Yeah.
How is this city almost already underwater?
She's like, Tampa don't make. I don't know. I would never live on the coast. I'd never live on the coast personally. One day you have a house, you go on vacation, next day it's gone. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't want to live in no flood. Like, are you in a flood zone right now? Do you know?
Say it again. Am I what?
Are you in a flood zone?
Yes, we had like a flash flood warning because we live right next to the water. Because we live right next to Hutchinson Island.
Yeah.
So we're in the flash flood area, and we have a big lake behind our house. So hopefully, hopefully the water doesn't start rising. I remember last year we had water coming through the door. So
What?
We'll see.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we're gonna be praying for you and your family. I'm glad that you guys are taking the necessary precautions to, at least get you guys safe. But we really appreciate you joining the call. We appreciate the insight on Project Phoenix, and hopefully you and your family will survive, Hurricane Milton.
Hopefully, you can still do your podcast.
All right, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
Right, bye. Whew. I mean, I think that was our first real survivor, though. Like, if you really think about it, if you guys listen to the last 2 calls, this is the first person that had everything they needed: water, sandbags. I mean, other than their roof leaking, like, that's, I don't know, that's pretty, I don't know, because the hurricane isn't even here yet, and you're saying your roof leaking? Hey, if you need to do a GoFundMe, let me know. I'll put it in my description. But really appreciate everybody. We're gonna get our next call here momentarily. Thank you guys for what you're doing. All right, we're doing good on time, y'all. All right, let's get our next caller.
Hello.
Yo, I'd like to welcome you to the King of the Hill podcast.
Yo, what's up?
What is going on? So, really appreciate you joining the show. It's funny. Our last 3 callers, we had 2 people don't give a care about nothing with this hurricane. The last person was like fully prepared, sandbags, water. You know, they had a leak in their roof, but they didn't really worry about it too much, right? So my question is, where are you at with the hurricane right now? Or do you feel safe? Did you take the necessary precautions? What's going on?
Honestly, I would say I'm right in the middle. Like, I didn't sandbag. I'm not in a flood zone. I'm looking out my window. There's like little baby puddles.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But I brought everything inside, you know, and like I'm stocked up on food. So I'll put myself in the middle. Like, I know that it's not a joke. I'm not going to go play outside. But at the same time, I also know like the risk of my specific place flooding is fine. My parents, though, they're in Tampa.
Oh my gosh, no.
It's a little more serious for them.
Yo, y'all got to go fund me? Like, what's going on?
No, they're fine. So they're actually like, they're near Plant City. So like it's inland. So they don't have to worry about flooding. It's just more like when things start flying.
Yeah.
But I mean, the house has survived like all the other hurricanes. So, I mean, they're just, you know, as we like to say, hunkering down.
But this is like the first real hurricane in like maybe the last 10, 20 years. You know, we're talking about Category 5, right? We're talking Charlie. We're talking Katrina, right? And I guess for you, what do you think your preparation was when it came to like, you know, food and everything like that? Because I feel like in the media, you know, it's like they told us about this hurricane 2 days ago, right? So do you feel like you was urgent about it, or just like, hey, you know, let me kind of grab what I can grab?
I wasn't urgent at all. Like, I went to the grocery store last night and I grabbed some bread, and that's it. Because I already had water, you know, and I knew I wasn't going to be locked into my house. So if I lose power, then I'll just go somewhere else, you know,
my gosh.
after the storm passes, because it's not going to sit on top of us. Like, it's not like we're going to get days and days and days of hurricane weather. Like, it's going to be bad probably for the next 24 or 36 hours. Like, I can survive 24, 36 hours without electricity. I have peanut butter jelly sandwich. I have tuna,
gosh.
you know.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Bro, this is a Category 5. But I woke up this morning,
it's
right?
Category 4 now.
Oh my gosh, bro! They don't know.
It'll be
Nobody
like
knows.
Category 1 by the time it hits us.
Man, they don't know that. They said it was a 3, and then they say it was a 5. Then they said it was a 4. Nobody knows. All we know is a hurricane's gonna hit us. That's the only thing we know right now, right? And we talking about peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and I'm gonna just go to the next person's house. I talked to the last 2 people. They're just like, oh, well, if a hurricane comes, I'll just go to the next person's house and then the next person's house. But everybody's saying the same thing. Like, what is going on?
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. I mean, if I lose power, once everything passes, I'll just slide on to the next. And my parents are the same thing. If they lose power, they're coming up here this weekend.
So explain to me, like, why is it, do Floridians not fear hurricanes? Because, you know, people listening from Colorado or something, right? They're going to be like, they seen a hurricane. They're like, you know, they're doing every precaution, right? But Floridians, they seem to, I guess, not care as much, right? So where does that bias come from when it comes to Floridians?
I mean, I wouldn't say all Floridians don't care. I just think you have to be aware of where you live. You know, like my parents' house is not in a flood zone. It's on top of a hill. My dad makes sure that all the trees nearby are chopped if they're dead and so forth. And if there's any debris, he picks it up. And so the most we've ever suffered from hurricanes was just power loss. But like my grandparents, who also live in Tampa, they live more in West Tampa, closer to the flood zones. So they've always evacuated during a hurricane. So it really just depends on where you live. I think like the issue is people live in these flood zones. They live on the beach. They live where it floods for a regular, storm, and then they think they're going to be fine when they're predicting an actual storm surge. Like, no, that's stupid. Like, this is dumb. Like, if I live in Daytona, if I live in St. Pete, where it's going to flood, like, you better get up out of there.
You said get up out of there.
Ain't no, let me just sit this out. Like,
Let me
you're
just
not
sit this
walking
out.
through 8 feet of water.
Oh.
And you don't know what's in the water? Oh, no.
Hey, bro, them gators, you never know. Bro, them gators.
Forget gators. What if the water's electrically charged?
Hey.
What if there's a power line in the water? Like, what if there's debris in there?
Hey.
Forget the animals.
You forget the animals.
Shoot, that's the last thing you got to worry about because they not stunting you. Like, no. So, like, where I live right now, here in Orlando, there's not flooding. There's no water near me. So I might have to worry about, like, a tree or something like that. But, I mean, that's fine. I don't own this place. This is an apartment.
So okay, so let's say right now because our last caller, right, they had like a little leak in their roof, right? Let's say there's a leak in your roof right now from like hurricane water. Are the maintenance people coming? Like, what do you think?
They're probably not going to come right now. No.
Oh my goodness. So your whole apartment is going to be flooded in. No firefighters. No. You just like, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to go upstairs.
Yo, what?
We got neighbors. Friendly neighbors.
Friendly neighbors. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So okay, so
I'll probably try to unplug everything to make sure there's nothing that catches on fire if they don't cut the power off from the leak.
They would. So
I mean, that's if they know about it, but if they're paying attention. But I'll probably try to unplug everything and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit in here while it floods.
So we're talking, so for Hurricane Milton, we're talking about like 6 to 8 foot floods, right? I don't know how tall you are, but I know you're not over 6 foot, right? So let's say, right, you're outside and all the roads are flooded in, and there's no electricity, right? So you can't drive nowhere, and you can't call well, you can call people with the little charge you got left, right? Like, what's the game plan? Like, you got propane, you got a grill, you got a little portable skillet, you got candles. Like, what's going on that first week where you can't go nowhere and it's just flood waters?
I don't have any of that. I don't have any. I have candles, but I don't have any portable propane or anything. I'll probably just go upstairs. I mean, I live in a 5-floor apartment building, so I have a friend. That lives. Well, I live on the first floor, but my friend lives on the 5th floor.
Oh my gosh! And you live on the first floor? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but again, I'm not in a flood zone. Like, even if it storms here, it doesn't flood.
So I guess that from what I'm understanding is Floridians aren't really scared of hurricanes because they're not. I guess they're just not scared of the water. They're not scared of I guess their life being harmed in any way. It seems like. I mean, I guess Floridians are only scared of hurricanes, like you said, if they're on the coast or if they're in a flood zone. But everybody else, like my last caller, they're talking about hurricane parties. Like, what's going on? Like, what is going on?
No, that's just crazy. No. I mean, I don't think you should be in fear. Like, that's dumb, But I also wouldn't take it lightly. Yeah. Like, again, it's not like I'm going to be strolling out on the street, windows broad open. But I'm also, like, I know the facts of my area. The only thing, even if there's a tornado, like, I live in a building, like a large building. So the chances of my roof getting blown off, very small. Like, so I just know based off of where I live. Now, say if I live somewhere else, there might be different concerns, Yeah. But considering where I live, I don't have necessarily much to be afraid of.
So I guess talk to me through your rations, right? If you chose to go getting food last night, right? Talk me through your rations. Like, what you said, peanut butter and jelly, but I know you gotta have a little bit more than that. Right. So talk me through your food. Talk me through your closet. Well, not your closet, but that sounds weird. Talk me through your pantry. Right. What kind of food do you got? What do you think is your most valuable item? Right. If things get too bad, are you willing to share food with like people in your other, rooms? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, really, I have food that you need to cook. Like, I have raw meat in the freezer and so forth, just from grocery shopping from last week. So if my power goes out, I can't use that stuff. So outside of the perishables, I mean, I have like 8-10 cans of tuna.
Okay.
I have 2 loaves of bread, peanut butter jelly. I have ham, like the deli ham, cheese and stuff. So, I mean, that should last me a little while.
All right.
It ain't enough for multiple people, though.
All right. So you got a little Subway going on at your house. PBJs, tuna fish sandwiches. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's only for you. So if it's like, let's say your neighbor's like, yo, I got no food. Yo, let me get a tuna fish sandwich. Right? Like, are you offering that if the CDC come out and be like, hey, no power for 2 weeks, or like what's going on?
2 weeks is crazy. But I mean, I don't even have enough food for one person for 2 weeks. So definitely not.
So so people knocking, you not even opening your door. You're just like, what's mine is mine.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh my gosh.
No, not around here. I am a woman.
You gotta have a taser or something. I mean, I don't know. All I know is, right, anytime when I'm talking to people about this hurricane, they talking about how great Orlando is and how everybody's gonna help the community and how we're gonna do this and that, and I'm gonna go to my Auntie Jack's house and she's gonna have food and all this extra stuff, right? But if it really gets bad, like I think it might be, I feel like it's gonna be every man for himself. If them streets start flooding and the power go out, man, don't be knocking on my door. I ain't got no food for you.
Don't knock on my door unless you bringing food with you.
I guess my last question for you would be, what's your worst case scenario, for the storm? Do you have a worst case scenario? Like,
yeah, I think my biggest concern is making sure that no trees or any debris come flying through the windows. Like, there's been a lot of tornadoes coming up and down the East Coast. So if anything of that sort happens, then, I mean, I won't have a choice. I'll have to vacate the premises. So I have a plan B, like an immediate plan B. If I need to, I'll go upstairs to the roommates. Well, not the roommates, but the neighbors. And then once the actual weather clears up, then I'll head to either some family or some friends until I can get any repairs made. That's probably the worst case scenario. I don't expect any flooding, but I can't predict debris.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So overall, if you're thinking about your safety right now, A, B, C, D, you're at like a B plus. You think for the most part, I'm good. But worst case scenario, I got this or that, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. A lot different from that. You're about in the middle, First person I call, hurricane parties, drinking, partying. Then the next person was like OD military, like the shutters on the doors and everything, right? And then you're just like, hey, if it happens, it happens, but I got a plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we appreciate you joining the call. Best of luck here out in Hurricane Milton. I think it's going to drop down the next few hours or so. So prayerfully you keep your electricity. Hopefully them tuna sandwiches are good. And we really appreciate you joining the call.
Not a problem. Y'all stay safe too.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay. So, we got somebody in the middle, right? In the middle, not too much of, grabbing everything you need, right? But not too much of not caring, about in the middle. And I think that's where most Floridians, they'll kind of fall in the range of, it's just like, okay, I don't want to do too much, but I want to do enough where I'm safe, right? Or I feel safe, right? Because if I was on the coast, best believe I'm the first one out of there, right? But at the same time, it's just like, I do want to be cautious about what's going on. I mean, I grab my sandbags, I got my water, I got food, propane to grill, that's kind of where I'm at, but everybody's a little bit different, so we got a couple more callers in here, guys. Appreciate you guys still joining the show. We're going to get to our next person shortly. All right. Let's get one of our last people. Yo. Welcome to King of the Hill Podcast. Dang, camera. What's wrong with your connection, man? Hurricane already got you down bad?
Yeah, you got it down bad, bro. Yeah. We no more 5G, bro. We have 4G, bro.
Yeah, 4G. Yo, what the heck? 4G? Oh, man. This dude got Metro PCS, bro. You good?
Yeah, we got talking real Caucasian. What's that code switching, bro?
Nah, I'm just saying. You talking about 4G. I'm like, I know, like, I was trying to work today and my internet kept going in and out, but I didn't know the strength of your phone Wi-Fi had to do with the hurricane, but...
Going on, bro? You power still on, bro? I'm assuming power still on.
Man, power still on, man. We in like our 6th call deep. I just want to call you in. What's going on? Do you feel safe right now?
I feel safe, bro. I'm over here a couple miles away from y'all. How y'all in Orlando doing, bro?
Orlando?
Looks like y'all not looking too safe.
I mean, earlier today the rain looked kind of crazy, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, we're doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good.
One thing I'll say, I can see why everyone that's not in Orlando is freaking out, because I look at the news from people not in Orlando, it said multiple tornadoes touching down. I'm like, damn, everybody's freaking out.
The tornado.
It ain't even that deep over there.
You got those Amber Alerts?
Yeah, bro, Amber was going off saying evacuate now, tornado warning. And I was like, bro, it ain't that bad, man.
You said it ain't that. Okay, so I guess for you, how much do you feel like you prepared? Do you feel like you was on top of it, or are you kind of like in the middle, or what's going on?
Oh, I think I prepared. I left. I think I prepared. I left, bro. What the heck?
He said, man, bump this. He said. Oh my god.
No, I think I'm prepared because before I left, I make sure I put my gaming system on the highest shelf in the room. I put everything in the highest shelf just in case. Everything else is replaceable, but PlayStation's $5.
So what if you came back to nothing in your house? You came back to nothing. Everything's flooded. What if all of this? What if it's all gone? Clothes gone, PS5, everything. TV's flooded out. What are you gonna do then?
Bro, if it's all gone, that's why you got rental insurance, bro. Come on, man.
Yo, this guy the smartest caller I know.
Yeah, I get rental insurance, get my TV back brand new. I get new PlayStation new, bro. We good, bro.
You sound like a survivor, honestly.
Bro, I'm surviving because I left. I'm surviving because I left, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, so you got no worries right now. What's worst case scenario when you're thinking about a storm right here, Category 5 coming in, 8-foot surges? What's the worst case scenario for you right now?
To be honest, the worst case scenario I thought about is like the storm goes and it breaks through like the windows and I get looters. I think that's the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Yeah, because if someone comes in, try to take my stuff, take my PlayStation, I'll be heartbroken.
That'd probably be the best time to do it too. Like they know everybody's gone. It's probably the best time to rob people.
That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying, bro, go ahead, hit your Dollar General, Walmart, Amscott, do what you gotta do, bro. No power, no alarms gonna go off. You good, bro?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you've probably been in Florida for a while now, right? Where do you rank this in hurricanes here in Florida? Right? Like, do you feel like this one's actually pretty bad, or are they all just trash?
I think I've seen worse, bro. I think I've seen the worst one I've seen had to be like 5, 6 years ago. Was it Irma or Matthew or something like that, bro? It was pretty bad. And I remember the only store was open was the Chinese restaurant, Waterford Lakes. Only store open within that area code. So we were surviving like Chinese food for a week.
Oh my gosh. So, oh, dang, this is, oh my gosh. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me, chat, but the rain's starting to hit my windows here. It's looking kind of crazy.
Got Comcast internet's not surviving, bro.
Nah, bro, we should be good, man. I got my sandbags. You know what I'm saying? I got my my water, propane. I'm ready to grill.
So, Steven, what's your worst case scenario, bro? Power goes out, your car can't drive, bro. You're stuck.
Power go out, bro. I got an electric car and a gas car. So, right now gas is bad, right? So if gas is bad, then I drive the electric car. But if power is out, my electric car ran out and the gas out. I bought a bike pump at the store, so I'm gonna start riding my bike again. Lose me some pounds.
This guy about to leave his wife behind, bro.
Hey, bro. Bro, they did it back in the old days, man. Back in the 70s in the Western time. The wives stay home with the family and the men go out to war, man. Come back with rations, food, and all that good stuff, So I'm ready for it, bro. What you mean? I'm ready for it, man. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. Protect my family, man. What you think this is?
That's funny. I'm gonna ride my bike to Dollar Tree real quick, grab some ramen noodles. I come back. Talk about he's a hunter, bro. Gotta get him ramen noodles and hot pockets, bro. Talking about he a hunter from the Western time.
Yo, come on, bro. Come on now. You gonna do me like that? You gonna do me like that on my own show? You gonna do me like that, bro?
I know you, bro. You about to go to Dollar Tree. You work that. You already know the code. You're gonna go in the bag, take the hot pockets, take the. You're gonna go to the same one you used to work at, bro. You ain't hungry.
I ain't working no Dollar Tree. What you talking about? I ain't working no Dollar Tree. Full-time podcast.
You looting, bro. You ain't hunting. You looting.
He said, "You ain't hunting. You ain't hunting. You looting." Bro, you're horrible. You're horrible, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, so how long the podcast for, bro? How long we do the podcast for, bro?
No, you're good. You're good. I really appreciate you, man. I know you might be busy. But
bro, y'all stay alive out there, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Have a great rest of
You know how to swim, bro? Worst case scenario, you know how to swim, bro?
Come on, bro. You're trying to expose me bad, man. You know I don't know how to swim, bro. Come on, bro. I'm gonna get me a little boat and paddles. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. All right, bro. We appreciate you joining the call. Stay safe from Hurricane Milton. Best of luck to you and your family.
I'll be safe, but I ain't there.
All right, fine. So we're gonna have to wrap it up, guys. The video recording limit on my camera is lowering. I gotta get a battery charger for this thing. My battery's low. Hopefully it's not dead already, but appreciate you guys for listening in. We got a lot of different insight from survivors here, and really just appreciate you guys' time. Hopefully everybody is safe here in Florida. Milton category 5. Yeah, guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Season 5 of King of the Hill podcast. We'll see you.